shit. Let me turn it off old man volume. And introduce my new series of speedrunning games. Speedrunning games with no speedrunning experience. And I'll be doing Voodoo Vince, game that came out, some simple 3D platformer that came out remastered 3 or 4 years ago, originally like 20 years ago. I'm gonna try to beat these records on muscle memory alone. I did peak at the first video of the Back Stoop, which was 46 seconds, and that was glitched, so we'll be taking my speedrun times with a grain of salt. But yeah, we'll not be watching any other speedrun videos to give you a hint or anything. So yeah, I'm going to start the time when I can first start moving. And we're off. Even a bit late there. So yeah, don't really care for speedrunning typically, because it involves a lot of just ruining the game, just being like an absolute sweat lord. Oh, I skipped that very quickly, but that sort of stuff's whatever, like skipping cutscenes and whatnot. If I wanted to be an extra sweat lord, I would have punched all these enemies instead of using the voodoo power. But you know, showing off the mechanics of the game, and even though it is faster just to hit them all, apparently according to speedrun videos, it wouldn't have been what I originally done. But yeah, like 46 seconds is completely ridiculous, even at a glance before watching level 1 news glitching, because there's about 30 seconds of unskippable play. Like this I can't skip, a few little movements like this thing I can't skip. There's just stuff you can't skip that adds up to the time alone of the speedrun. So yeah, that's why I don't really care for it. But I guess I'll go through Voodoo Vince. You play as this little voodoo doll, and that lady talking is Madame, some sort of French name. She gets kidnapped by Cosmo and his henchmen. I think they're like carnival goers or workers, something like that. And they, as they kidnap you, they spread all these blue little bag things. It's like zombie voodoo dust, and that makes things alive to kill. And that super you saw before is, oh fuck. Okay, I got that done. 127, and then I leave that, let that tick out for a little bit. Oh yeah, I can pause it. There we go. So I'm doing this by levels and not just in one run, because I think it'd be easier. So moving on to the docks, I will start the timer again when I can actually move around. But yeah, so a lot of these things hopefully aren't too glitched in terms of the speedrun records I have to beat. I'll, you know, just do my best based on muscle memory. I can't skip that. I can skip that. So that's the enemy. Fuck. Okay, I took a beat there, so that's all good. Fuck. I could have shot it a few times. But you want to basically deal with enemies using your voodoo powers. Like little enemies, like one-off enemies, you can just punch and kick and do like these little, like those, and these punching motions, whatever. But for a lot of enemies, you get these beads, you fill up your super bar, and then you can hit like, kill like 5 or 6 or even like however many you want. It's just it's based on a radius. But some of the bigger enemies are obviously scripted, as most boss battles tend to be. And I do like, there's about 15 different like big random kills you can do. This is one of them. Oh, this is only like a one-off thing, but you can do like cool ones, which I'll probably be doing a lot more, but I won't really be grinding beads because that takes time, and I'm trying to beat all the sweat lords out there. But oh, and this is unskippable again.
No cash? Some piggy bank.
But yeah, well that's the basic essence of the game. This should give me a full thing. There we go, and done. That was 256. Wait. Okay, so I did that in 127, which is not bad for glitched. I mean for glitchless compared to 46 seconds glitched, and then 256. So a minute and 6 seconds. I think that almost would have beat the record, to be honest. I think it was a minute 10 of the original one, but don't know how they're timing it if they're doing by cutscenes. But anyway, I'm gonna figure out how to format this a bit more and try to do two missions at a time, a little bit easier, because most of them should take, you know, less than 1 minute, 2 minutes. So next time we'll be doing Main Street. That should take literally a minute. Not sure what the speedrun time is. And then the squares, that'll probably take a few minutes because there's a bit going on, which I'll try to talk about in the video. But oh yeah, a lot of these might have to be done in 1 minute because they're pretty lengthy. But anyway, stay tuned.